I can't believe it. After countless gold grinds, I'm just done. It's over. There's never gonna be another best gold grind location in ESO not clickbait video ever again.
Finally! My branch of stores filled with valuables and not all tempting to steal items are open for business!
Well, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, and prepare yourself to turn your characters from this...
How did I ever live to level 50?
...into this. After a day's work, I finally bought a small house for my lizard. But first, you need to understand that the money you are about to spend is going to be stolen from innocent, hard-working citizens just trying to make a living. So, you're gonna have to think up some good lies when you buy stuff. How'd you get this much money? Coupons? That also means you're gonna need a few skills to help you out in your thievery. For reference, go check out this video for a much more in-depth guide of being a heathen delinquent public school dropout. With all that being said, to the grinding location! A lot of you recognize this place as, guys, if you do the quest here, you get a cool costume! But little did you realize, it's also a gold mine for thieves. Thanks to Gangy's girl, Saran is now open for business for all of you to freely run without the fear of... You took my lockbox. Oh yeah? Well, what are you gonna do about it? Just remember, you forced me to do this. That's right, there are very few lockboxes here, but tons of crates, dressers, and jewelry containers that contain valuable stolen goods, and, if you're lucky, motifs or housing items that can be worth thousands of gold. But hey, if you do spot the odd lockbox, it's yours. We'll start the runoff at the Saran Temple, with 2 guards on the outside and none on the inside. First and foremost, assassinate. Well, actually, steal, then assassinate. That way, you get the most bang for your buck. Once these 2 nerds have joined the Choir Invisible, you can steal to your heart's content. Remember that as you run around the room, there are plenty of small containers and jewelry boxes on top of these bookshelves and desks, as well as backpacks, nightstands, and cupboards throughout. Sometimes, if you're on the shorter side, you'll need a little boost by standing on something else to reach those higher containers. Once you leave the building, there are some crates to the right and a couple to the left, all of which are in sight of guards, so be careful. Head down to the stairs to this small loser's hut that includes a ton of crates and baskets, and then head to the clinic. Do you see this bookworm geek? He's so engaged in reading how to prevent a robbery but look heroic doing it that you can assassinate Donkey here and then rob everything in his plain sight, and he doesn't care in the least. Just remember to check all of the shelves and desks for jewelry containers and whatnot. Now, just jump over the handrail and right into Desal's house of earthly delights. As you head inside, you'll notice a few unworthy mortals standing around. These 3 are in sight of each other, so don't kill them. But our pal Fovis over here, he's a different story. Simply jump onto the back of his chair, pickpocket him twice, and then end his sorry existence. Then come around to the kitchen where the chef could be killed and his whole kitchen robbed of its goods. When you go downstairs, make sure to turn the corner and then head straight towards this constable. Rob him and bang him like the rest. This Khajiit here will also decide to come eat at this table of murder and lies, so let nature take its course. Head back to the pantry, rob all of the cabinets and baskets, and don't worry about anything in this main room. These 2 losers are unkillable and watch you like a hawk. Now you're gonna head over to Ferrano's boarding house. First guy that needs to go is the chef. He's right in the back. Then, quietly take out Andar and then the constable. All of them dead, and you're now free to steal everything. Next up, Rolal's house. Finally, one that you get to break into. It's always more satisfying to steal while trespassing. Anywho, murder this geek who clearly thought his dollar store door lock counted as home insurance. Then start to scour the upstairs for all of the little containers you can find. Make sure to check in between these 2 bookshelves, as if you look really closely, you can see that there is a safe box. Sorry beginners, but only the pros can spot finds like this. Head downstairs and remember to take out the nerds number 2 and 3. check for another safe box on this desk, and then search the whole area for many hidden containers and boxes. And these cats right here, don't mind them. They've been waiting years for their masters to die so that they could take ownership. And boom, you run right back up to the temple, unless you heathens got arrested, and then you repeat the process like nothing ever happened. Unless you're like Fragland, then nothing happens all day long, silly Fragland. Anyways, there you have it, a thieving location where nobody steals each other's loot, and you can run it over and over again with the chance to get some very real fancy schmancy items. But remember, this is just a flake in the, box of, cornflakes, frick. If you want some real gold, millions upon trillions of gold, head out into a crowded street, and you...
Don't stop talking to me. Stop.